My best friend lost a bunch of weight and now he's expecting women to go crazy for him, yet they aren't because he became the ultimate nice guy in a Chad body. How do I bring this up without sounding like an asshole? Before losing weight, he treated women well and had a normal and healthy mindset. Now, he almost expects attractive women to want to date with him and gets extremely upset when they turn him down. Extremely upset as in going to the basement and punching a pillow for God knows how long. He no longer wants to have female friends, another change, unless they dating, saying why do I have to keep up with a bitchy woman if I'm not fucking her? Also if we're out and he sees a cute girl walking alone, he's like I'll go ask her out, which I've stopped him from doing because it's a bit much to get asked out when you're shopping for groceries. He follows people on TikTok and Facebook who have been getting arrested for radical views and he's been reflecting that as well. How do I snap him out of this? Edit. I'm talking to a mutual friend that's attending the same PhD program and she said there's a girl in class that keeps hyping up his toxic masculinity and she tells him he's the most masculine man she's met. The only time he's told me about her is when he said there's a girl in class that's not worth asking out BC she's too fat. I think that accounts for the sudden change in behavior over the last 2 months. Update. I hung out with him before he travels back to the city he studies at. Brought up a lot of points mentioned here. I asked about steroids and he denied it like his life depended on it, and said it's a compliment I said he's on steroids. I mentioned his mindset and how it won't get him into a healthy relationship, and he said dudes that are jacked get away with anything, which I said no and that was a whole argument. I brought up how saying you're alpha doesn't really mean anything and labeling people in happy relationships as betas is kinda fucked up. He said his dad was alpha and got a lot of women to sleep with him and his dad calls him alpha whenever they talk on the phone. So he's viewing it as a positive thing since his role model, his dad, is calling him that. His dad hates his sister's husband and calls him beta. Seems like my buddy learned a few things from his old man. I brought up the girl he talks to in class that calls him masculine and he said yeah she's cool but she won't be anything more than a friend unless she loses at least 20 pounds. Also, he said he stopped watching porn, stopped jacking off so he feels incredibly tense all the time. He said that's something he's noticed and how his personality has been changing since he stopped jacking off. Lastly, I asked about all the hot girls he asked out and 3 of them have agreed to meet with him for coffee, together, so 4 people hanging out. Once he flies back to the city his PhD program is apparently a few texted him Happy New Year and things went good over text. Anywho, I think this is beyond me and there's no way I can fix whatever is happening here. I think psychological help would tackle some issues he's experiencing. I sent him this post but he called it stupid and refused to read it, at least I tried. Gonna start distancing myself because I feel like this is going nowhere but down. Just thought I'd update for those who wanted it. Thanks for all the advice, I appreciate it. And sorry to a lot of you I simply couldn't get through the sheer mass of comments to respond to. Every single one.